Hello Nikki, hello Transport Evolved, welcome to hump day of the week. It is Wednesday. I do like the Tesla idea of an electric hybrid with the lithium air batteries. The only issue I can see with it is people don't understand electricity as it is and don't really understand batteries as it is, and with that they're going to have to know that their second range extended battery isn't going to have as many cycles, then you need to explain cycles. So it gets possibly more confusing. I think it relies on the user knowing a bit too much. But I might be proved wrong on that, and maybe Tesla's going to roll out an amazing education program. But my view on most range extenders is that most of the time they're dead weight, and it doesn't matter what form that's in. If it's in your car all the time, it's dead weight, and therefore it is impacting your efficiency. We need some sort of additional system, range extender, a trailer or a roof rack or something that fits into your boot or something like that is what we need, that is temporary and you can put in and take out yourself at home is ideally what we want, I think. Halo cars is a concept I've not really come to and understand. I think it's a bit like shopping where they have loss leaders. It's something that kind of tempts you in. It's something that brings you into a brand, I guess, is what you mean. And I can totally see Tesla as a halo car for electric cars as a whole. People, especially with the Model S, not so much with the Roadster, and at least in the UK because of shows like Top Gear. But with the Model S is getting a lot of good coverage over here. It still hasn't come out, and I think this is gargantuan, and it keeps popping into my head. This car is old in the US. It's quite an old US car. I know people are still buying it, but it's not new there anymore. Yet it's still not released here. And I find that very strange. But it's still going to work as a halo car. And I think it's getting people to realise that electric cars aren't what's in their head. As much as the Leaf, people get into it and go, oh, it's not a milk float. It does actually have some speed and some torque to it. The Model S does that on another level. And I think that's what we need. We need that other level to completely break their expectations of electric cars. And then they will start going, well, I can't afford the Model S, but maybe I can afford a second-hand iMeave or C0 or Zoe or Leaf. And it moves them into it. The i3, I remain to be convinced whether it's the halo car. The i3 plays, in my mind, very much on the BMW badge. And that's not something I've ever got into, badges for car makers. And I think it's still a little too odd looking for most people. People criticise the Leaf and the Zoe even for being odd looking and not conventional looking. And then BMW comes out with the i3, which is even more odd looking. I'm not necessarily saying it's bad, but it's not a normal car. And so maybe the i3 is going to work as a halo car for BMW's hybrids rather than BMW's electric cars. And I want to pick up on one of your points from earlier as to what I want to talk about, which is Tesla. And you mentioned that the Superchargers have redundancy, which they do, and it's wonderful. And I want to pose this question to you and to everyone is, why is Tesla getting everything so much righter, because that's definitely a word, than other manufacturers when it comes to rapid charging? Because that's what the supercharger is, it's a rapid charger. So they have multiple redundancy on site. They have redundancy within the charger. So because they've used the stacked chargers that are in their car, not only do the things cost less, but if one of those in the stack breaks, it doesn't break the whole charger. It just lowers the overall speed of charging, which is amazing. And the speed at which they've been able to roll them out, they understand that even with a long-range car, the charging infrastructure is important, if for nothing else than public perception. So why is it that Tesla has got this and understands this, and people like Nissan, who arguably have been doing electric cars for far longer, don't? Why doesn't Nissan understand it? Why doesn't Mitsubishi understand it? Why don't BMW or Volkswagen or any of the other brands understand what Tesla does? What is it that makes them understand? They used to understand too much. Anyway, I shall see you tomorrow, Nikki. I shall see you tomorrow, Transport Evolved. I can't wait to see your comments. Goodbye.